Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another Final Friday's tier list. This tier list is on characters. Last time we did a tier list, and when I say last time I mean like 15 minutes ago for me. I did a tier list on the games, and I revealed my favourite FNAF game, which is Final Friday's Help Wanted. And in this tier list I'm going to be revealing to you my favourite character, and there's obviously a lot more characters to go through today, so we're going to be here for a little longer than we were for the games. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to help me get to 40 subscribers, because when I get there I'll be doing a special Finance Fridays Bone Lab themed video, and I've found a lot more mods to do, so it's going to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, subscribe to make that happen, and comment what your favourite Finance Fridays character is. Right, so we're just going to start. So all I want to mention is that the reason I'm doing this is because it's nearly 1 hour and a half. It's nearly 1 hour and a half until Finance Friday's Ruin DLC comes out. So we're just going to go ahead and start this. Oh, wrong thing. Yep, so we're going to start this. So we're starting off with a pretty good one. Freddy Fazbear from the original Finance Fridays. I don't think we need to question this. I think he just goes straight to to S, because, well, he's Freddy from the original games. Same with Bonnie. Oops, didn't mean to put him there. Bonnie is my favourite out of the original 4 in Finance Fridays 1, so he goes to S. We're starting out with a lot of strong ones, actually. Yeah, so Golden Freddy, I think he's going to go into S as well. I don't know how many people I'm going to put into S. I think there's going to be a lot. So, yeah. Next is Toy Freddy. Just picked Funtime Freddy. He goes... I'm going to put him into A. He's pretty good. Next is Bonbon. One of my favourite characters, actually. One of the coolest designs, in my opinion. I'm going to put him into S. I'm going to put him into S. He's really memorable, and it was really good to see him return in Finance Fridays VR, and it looks like in Finance Fridays VR Help 1 and 2 he's going to be returning again. Seems to be set in Sister Location, or a lot of it's going to take place in Sister Location. Next is Mangle. These are some really good ones here. They're going to go to A. Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy is known for being annoying, but that's what makes him memorable, I think. He is going into A because he's a very good character. I think a lot of Finance Fridays 2 characters are going to make it into A or S, because, as I said in the other one, Finance Fridays 2 is one of my favourite games, because it's the game that got me into the series when it came out. Next is the Sun from Finance Fridays Security Breach. He is actually going to go into S tier, because he is one of my favourite characters in the entire series. I actually have a figure of him on my desk. Yeah, he's very cool. I wish he got more screen time, and hopefully he doesn't ruin, which is coming out in an hour and a half, pretty much. The puppet. I'm gonna put the puppet in S. Yeah, S is definitely gonna be pretty crowded. Same with A. So far I had no one in B. Yeah, I'm gonna put the puppet in S, because it's a very cool character who actually has more, is very creepy. Super memorable in Finance Fridays 2, but has reappeared so many times in the series because it's just a great character. Same with Glamrock Freddy. He is actually going to go to S as well, because he's not my favourite character, but he is going to go in S, because I like Freddy being kind of the main enemy of most of the games, but having Freddy be an ally is actually a good twist, so I relate to that. Now, Withered Bonnie, or some people like to refer to him as Toilet Bonnie, because he kind of looks like a toilet seat. He's going to A. A is my favourite out of the Withered. I think he's just got the greatest design. Next is Withered Chica, talking about Withers. So she is going to go into B. Actually, wait a minute. Not Toilet Bonnie. Withered Bonnie is going to go into S, and Withered Chica is going to go into A, because I like Withered Bonnie a lot more than I like Withered Chica, so I think it makes more sense to move, because I want Withered Chica to be in A, but I don't want them to be in the same category. Right, so the reason I put Withered Chica in A is because I think she has really creepy design, especially when she's in your office. That is one of like the coolest things when she's in your office, like she's standing there. Very good. Next is the Paper Pals. I think that's their name. I'm gonna put them to B. They're a cool design in the background. Not much of a character though, more of a just something that appears in a lot of games. But they're very cool, and it's nice to see them return in Security Breach. Next is Springtrap. He is immediately going into S tier. One of the coolest villains in any video game I've ever played. Obviously, he comes back. He's probably going to come back and ruin. I really hope he does. I mean, obviously, it will be this Springtrap will be Burn Trap or whatever happens to him after the ending, if that is the canon ending. But yeah, I really hope he returns in Ruin because he's so cool. He also has one of my favourite designs in the entire game. I could go on and on about why I like Springtrap, but we need to keep this going. So yeah, now this is Shadow Bunny. I will not be pronouncing his proper name because I cannot be bothered and I can't remember it, because I'll put up a picture of it. Yeah, try pronouncing that yourself. I'm going to put him into A because he is a very cool Easter egg. I'm pretty sure he only has a 1 in 100,000 chance of spawning in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and he's very memorable for that. Next is Phantom Mangle. Forgot the name there. I'm gonna put him into B. He's pretty cool. Yeah, not much to say. Just pretty cool. Next is the Crate Guy from Trash and the Gang, I think their name is. I'm gonna put him into B because I think his design is funny. I wish they showed more of him because he's got like 2 foam hands. I think that's funny. Next is Phantom Chica. Sorry, don't know where that came from. Yeah, we're gonna put her to B because very cool design. Yeah. Next is the puppet, the Phantom puppet. I'm gonna put into B because I like when they're like making a loud noise and they're like in your face, and when you turn, like they won't leave. Thought that was pretty cool. Right now, on to some of the Nightmare animatronics. By the way, if you didn't notice, these were something that I did before recording is that these were actually in order of game. So it was like Five Nights at Freddy's 1 here, Security Breach down here, but I decided to shuffle it about because I thought that'd make it more interesting. I thought it'd look a bit better if they were, all about the place. So yeah, but that's why you can still see some of them are in groups. So you've got the Nightmares here, but then it gets split up again, kind of. So yeah, Nightmare Bonnie, I think I'll have him in A, and I will be doing the same for Nightmare Chica because they're just super memorable. I really liked them in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. It was just like they're the main 2 people that you get jump scared by in the game, and it was just so cool when that game came out to see like how like different it was to the other ones, because it's one of the most, out of the mainline games, not counting FNAF World or AR, it's probably the most different one, because it's got no equipment at all. It's just opening and closing doors and checking your bed and the closet and stuff. And then there's Nightmare Fredbear. I'm gonna put him into A because it was really cool. I liked it when he was like the final boss of Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Obviously you could from my other video before this, because I will be releasing these in order that I record them in. So this will be the second one that comes out. They won't come out far apart. Actually, I just want to check something. Okay, it's officially under an hour and a half until Security Breach Ruin releases. I'm going to be coming back, but I don't think I will be coming back to this because, unless this goes on for another 28 minutes, I'll probably just make a community post saying it's an hour. So yeah, wrong one. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to put him here. He was really good as a final boss. Now, Mr. Hippo is going to go into A as well, because he obviously tells us very, very long stories, and that's one of the reasons why I like him. Very memorable in FNAF 6, and yeah, I definitely want him in A. Now, this is something that I don't really know where to put him, because Jacko Bonnie is kind of, he's just a reskin, right? But I love the Jacko, like the Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica reskins. They're some of the coolest reskins I've seen, so I'm going to put him into A as well, because I love pumpkins, and the design is just super cool. I don't really care if it's a reskin, because to me it's more of a different character. Nightmare Own. Yeah, I'm going to put this into A as well. I think A will actually have more than S. S is reserved for like my favourites, and A is for like all the ones that I think are really good, but aren't exactly S, like, you know, to go into S. Yeah, Nightmare Real's gonna go here. Just a cool character. Yeah, I just really like them. I just really like Nightmare Real. I think they have a great design, and yeah, so we have Nightmare Balloon Boy. Cool design. I'm gonna put him in B. I like him a lot. Obviously, a replacement for Plus Trap in Finance Freddy's for the Halloween DLC. Or not DLC, update. Okay, we have the Endo from Finance Freddy's World. It's a bit random because there's no other Finance Freddy's World characters. Maybe this just means Endo, like the Endo character. I'm just gonna rank this as the Endo, but I don't know why they used a picture specifically FNAF World Endo. I'm actually gonna put Endo in A, because Endo is a character, doesn't really do anything, but the whole like endoskeleton design just really cool to me. So yeah, okay, Rockstar Chica, it's gonna go into B. I just like the character, I think it's really cool. DD. Right, DD. I have a massive hatred for this character, so much that I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna put into A. Even though I hate this character, I hate her for a good reason, because she's a cool character, but she's annoying. The reason she's a cool character is because she's the one that, while you're playing Ultimate Custom Night, she will come in and sing her whole thing, and then she'll bring an extra character in. And while that is really annoying because you don't know who that is, it's still, I just love the whole idea of having a random character being added. So yeah, well, I'm gonna put her into A, even though I do hate her. She's still a cool character. Scott did a good job of making her annoying, as obviously Balloon Boy is known for being. Next is Lolbit, not Funtime Foxy. This is Lolbit. I'm gonna put it into B, because I actually prefer. I think the colors look better in Lolbit than it does in Funtime Foxy. But Funtime Foxy is probably gonna get an A, even though I like Lolbit's design a bit better, because Lolbit doesn't do that much. Funtime Foxy does a bit better. But we're not talking about Funtime Foxy right now. We are going to be talking about just regular Foxy. He is going to be going to S, because this is Finance Freddy's 1 Foxy. He is just great in that game. He's such a cool character. I love the running down the hall and like banging on the door, especially when they remastered the banging on the door sound in Finance Freddy's VR. It sounds even better. Yeah, just a cool character. Next is Shadow Freddy. He is also going to be going into A, but I prefer Shadow Bonnie. Shadow Freddy is still a really cool character, and I remember when people found him out in Finance Freddy's 2. Just really cool. So yeah, next is Baby. Now, Baby is an extremely cool character in Sister Location, so I'm going to be putting her in S tier, because she's super memorable and is a big part of Finance Freddy's while only appearing in 2 games. She is just super cool. Well, I mean, technically 3 if you're counting VR, and technically 4 if you're counting AR. But yeah, she is just a really cool character, and I think her design is good, and just her, like, you know, like just everything about it is just very cool. She does a good job at being like a surprise twist villain. Next is Ballora. I'm gonna put her into A. I really like her whole like thing. She's blind, but if you make enough sound, she'll come over to, like, she'll like run after you in this location. That whole section is really cool. Yeah. Next is Funtime Foxy. I'm gonna put him into A because I really like his section in Sister location. The whole flashing the light and stuff, it definitely works, and especially in VR Help Hunted, when like that, I think that had to go into VR. Like even though obviously that we're probably gonna get Ballora's thing in VR too, I think getting that in VR was really good because it needed to be in VR, I think. Yeah, because it was just such a cool section. One of the only 3D things in it was one of the only like 3D spaces in the point and click like time of FNAF. Nightmare like Foxy or Nightmare like Mangle. I know, yeah, Nightmare Mangle. Sorry. I'm gonna put her into A because I really like the design. I think the design is great. Obviously, again, it's just, well, I mean, it's kind of a reskin, but also not really. But it's like some parts are changed. I just think it's a really good design. Next is Yendo. I'm gonna put Yendo in B because he doesn't really show up that much, but still just cool design. Right, next is Pig Patch. Gonna put him into D because he doesn't do that much. To be honest, he just doesn't really do that much, does he? Right, okay, next is Toy Bonnie, which I'll be putting into A. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm going to be putting him into A. I think he is a very cool character, and obviously the toy animatronics I remember so well, and like seeing for the first time, it's just so cool. Yeah, he's going to have to go there. Now, Dreadbear, I actually have a figure of this character. He is going to be going into A as well. One of the coolest characters, I think, in FNAF. One of the coolest designs, like a Frankenstein Freddy. He's just super cool. Next is Biddy Bab. I'm gonna put her into B because, well, I mean, I really like the thing when you're holding the door and like they're trying to get in. I remember playing that because I ended up getting slow location on my phone. Very old phone. Don't have it anymore. But yeah, I remember getting slow location, playing it, and trying to beat that section. So yeah. Next is this character. Oh, what's her name? JJ. This is JJ. Even though she doesn't appear that much, I'm actually going to put her in B because I remember when people found the Easter egg of her and it was just really cool. So very memorable. Rockstar Freddy. He is actually going to go into A. I really like the whole please deposit 5 coins in Ultimate Custom Knit. I think it was really cool. Next is Happy Frog. She's gonna go into D as well because it doesn't really do that much again, but I actually prefer her because I remember some of her lines in Ultimate Custom Knit. And yeah. Next is Electrobab. I'm gonna put Electrobab in D. I'm gonna put him in C because, I mean, it's barely even a reskin. It's kind of cool, but it's not even really it's not even really like a reskin. It's just darker with lights coming out of its eyes, so it's not gonna score that high on the thing. But something that is going to score high is Chica. She is going to go straight into S. I think all the Finance Freddy's 1 characters made into S. And yeah, just honestly great character. Just so memorable. Obviously, just like so nostalgic. Everything about Finance Freddy's 1 and 2. I mean, really, like everything up to like 6 is nostalgic because, like, I always think of like Sister Location and like 6 as being like quite new, and I remember like Sister Location's like 7 years old, and like Final Fantasy 6 is probably like 5 years old, so like they're actually like really old, and I think everybody just seems to forget because we think of like the original 4 being like really old, but then like Sister Location's like just coming up behind them, I think. Right, okay, next, yeah, also, like, I've done so much, you can see here, and we've still got, like, loads to do. So, next is Plush Trap. Plush Trap is going into A. Where did I put him? Yeah, Plush Trap is going to go into A, because, really cool design. Okay, yeah, I just really like the design of Plush Trap. I think he's such a great character, especially in his mini-game in Final Fantasy 4. Just really memorable. Next is Bonnet. She is going to go into A, and while she is a reskin, I like Bonbon, so she's going to get just a bit lower because she's not as, cool as Bonbon because she doesn't appear in it that much. And I think she's going to be appearing in Final Fantasy Hell 1 to 2 as well, so that'd be really good. So yeah, next is Nightmare. No, what's his name? Yeah, I think his name is Nightmare. Actually, I might be wrong with that, I'm not sure. He's gonna go into A as well, because it's just a really cool character. Okay, next is Scrap Baby. She's going to go into A as well. We're getting a lot of characters into A now. We've got 3 rows. Not 3 rows full, but there's now a 3rd row. She's gonna go here just because she's really memorable in the game, in Final Fantasy 6. So yeah, she's gonna go there. Now we've got Burn Trap, who is again gonna be going into A. I really like Burn Trap's design. Even though he is pretty slow and pretty weak, he's not like what he used to be as Spring Trap. I mean he's been killed, well, not really, but he's been attempted to kill many times. So yeah, he's obviously very weak, but I think in Rune, if he does return, I think he will get a massive upgrade because of how weak he is. I think he'll get like a massive upgrade. Maybe not like an upgrade like you think. Maybe like he'll attach a bunch of like old animatronics like from the Blob to himself, or like maybe after the Blob kills him, he like joins the Blob and like. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. Like I'm doing my own theory now. Like Glitch Trap spreads around the Blob and takes it over, and like we have to fight this big blob monster controlled by William Afton and Glitch Trap. We have to we'd have to like beat the Glitch Trap out of him, and then the Blob, we could like befriend the Blob. This sounds so stupid, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I think he'll maybe become part of the Blob. Maybe not beating the Glitch Trap out of him, but something along the lines of that. Sorry about that. We are going to go. We're gonna get Phantom BB. I'm actually gonna put him into A. He's going to go above the rest of the Phantoms because he appears the most as a Phantom, and he's just super memorable. I always get jump scared by him, especially in Final Fantasy 3 and the Wanted version. I just get jump scared all the time by him. Now, Roxanne. She is going to be going into S tier. She is a great character, and I like the whole thing. She's so like full of herself. Like she's like is always like talking to herself and stuff. Is really funny. And then like when you destroy her, she becomes like she like completely flips and stuff. She's just like such a cool character. I don't care about my low disk space. Stop sending me notifications. I keep on getting notifications. I'm gonna have to cut them out. Sorry. But yeah, she is like a very like cool character in Security Breach. Next is Mapbot. As you could tell from from accidentally showing the video, I'm a big Astral Spiff fan, and Mapbot is a pretty big meme there, so he's gonna be going into A, because he's just a really cool. Actually, Mapbot is going to be going into S tier because he's just so cool. Apparently he won't be appearing in Final Fantasy Rune, so it's a really sad time, but it doesn't matter because he's just really funny in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I hope he returns in another game. Hopefully, I really hope that guy was like joking or something about that, but he might not be and we just won't get Matt bought. That'd be so sad. Now, Mini Music Man. I'm going to be putting him into A because he's just really cool in Security Breach. It's definitely a big surprise seeing a little mini Music Man and then meeting the big DJ Music Man. Yeah, just really memorable. Now, Withered Freddy, he's going to be joining the ever-growing collection of A tiers because he is a very cool character and Funko hates him because they put him on a lot of the tags, like the plushes and stuff, but Withered Freddy still to this day has no merch of him, yet being on the tags for loads and loads of Funko stuff. He still doesn't have his own merch, so yeah, I feel so bad for the guy. Next is DJ Music Man, the guy I was just talking about. He is going into A as well. It's becoming increasingly harder to get people from here and put them into the thing because A is getting bigger and bigger. Soon, I bet by the end of this it's going to be in like 5 rows or something maybe. But yeah, he's a very cool character and I love the music in the thing. The boss fight, like, I mean, if you want to call his section a boss fight, yeah, it was really cool. Next is Molten Freddy. He's going into A as well. He's kind of like the Blob before there was the Blob, if that makes sense. Just a really cool character. I really like his design and everything. So yeah, now we've got Phantom Foxy. He's going into B, making B 2 rows now. Just a really cool design. Doesn't show up that much in the game, but really cool design. I like him a lot. Lefty will be going into A. I love everything about Lefty, like how he's a cool design on his own. I love it, but the whole thing with the puppet is actually inside of him and stuff, and like it's like hiding inside of him. It's so cool. Well, not hiding, but she's inside of him. She's controlling him and stuff. Now Nightmare Freddy, he will be joining the A tier gang. Really cool, especially with all the Freddles on the bed. I think he shows up the least in Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Either him or Fox. I think Nightmare Freddy shows up the least because he only appears if you let all the Freddles, like if you don't get rid of the Freddles. So you never actually appear, you never have to fend off Nightmare Freddy, you only see him when you get jump scared, if that makes sense, but with the others you can still see them without getting jump scared. Now, Vanny. I would love to put Vanny in S tier because she is a great character, but she got less than, I think, 2 minutes of screen time. So she's only making it to A simply because there just wasn't enough of her. I think if she even got a couple more minutes of screen time, she could have been S. Cause she had such a cool design, and I think it still will set her up for like to be this big enemy, and then barely used during the game. That's actually probably like my biggest like things that I don't like about Security Breach, even though I love the game. Yeah, it's probably one of my least favorite things about the game because she was such a cool character. She has a great design, and like being controlled by Glitch Trap, like she just had a lot of potential, to be honest. But she did what she did in Security Breach was still cool, so she's going into A. Next is this balloon guy. I forgot his name. I'm gonna put him into B simply because I think he's funny. I guess just a smiley face on a balloon. That's all he is. There's nothing more to say, is there? Next is Bucket Bob. Yeah. I don't know what you want me to say about these characters, really. It's a bucket with a face on it. Yeah. Okay, next is Candy Cadet. He's gonna go into A, making A 4 rows long. Yeah, Candy Cadet is really cool, especially with like if you like play his game enough, like randomly he'll give you like stories which tie into the game and stuff. It's really cool. Glamour Chica, she's going to go into A. She's a really cool character. I hate her in Security Breach because she's so annoying. She appears the most, and I think she's the fastest of the whole gang or something. She's just very annoying. I hate her, but she's a really cool character. So yeah. Okay, yeah. Withered Golden Freddy is in here. He's gonna go to A simply because well, he's pretty much the same character. I mean, Golden Freddy is more golden. He's more of like a dirty golden. But then Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel to Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So I don't know. But yeah, he's a pretty cool character. Yeah, I like his design a lot. But he's just gonna go into A. I prefer Five Nights at Freddy's 1 Golden Freddy. Okay, we've only got 2 more rows to go. I didn't realize that. Let's look at the timer. Oh, we are going to make it to 1 hour, because yeah, this is definitely going to take more than 3 minutes to finish this. Okay, yeah, so this is Withered Foxy. Great design, definitely an A tier, one of my favourites out of the Withered gang. Obviously my favourite is Withered Bonnie, but I do really like this character, so he's going into there. Helpy is also going to be going into A, because I just love the design of Helpy. It's really cool. I think he's appeared in every game after FNAF 6. Is that right? Yeah, if you're not counting A or yeah, he's appeared in every game, so that's really good. Hopefully it stays that way. I mean, I'm guessing he probably will show up in Ruin. Okay, Toy Chica is going into... Toy Chica is going to go into A as well. I think most of the toys are. By the way, things are, after I'm done with this whole tier list, I'm going to probably shift things about off camera, because not everything that you see here is not final, except for my favourite character. I already know what my favourite character is, but yeah, I'm just saving that for last. But yeah, Toy Chica is going to go into A. Same with the other toy animatronics, because they're just so cool, and also very memorable, because first FNAF game I ever saw. Didn't play FNAF 2 for a long time, but I did watch it. Now we've got Scrap Trap, who kind of looks like a peanut. He's going to go into A, simply because I just like him a lot from Five Nights at Freddy's 6. Obviously, he kind of has a bit of a funny design, but he's still a pretty cool character. Yeah, next is Moon. Moon, even though he got barely any screen time, even though Sun didn't appear that much, Moon got even less than him. He is going to be going into S as well, simply because I just love the design so much. He's such a creepy character, and even though these two characters won't be getting any solo screen time, they will technically be both getting the same amount of screen time as each other, since they are now both fused into each other, as it seems in Ruin. So that is really good that they will both be returning. Next is Nightmare Foxy. Nightmare Foxy will be going into A. He is a very cool character. I remember in the promotional like art and stuff for like all the teasers and stuff, he had a tongue, but he doesn't have a tongue anymore, I guess, because I think Scott was just using it for teasers. I don't think because it never actually made it into the game. But yeah, just a pretty cool design. Now we've got Ned Bear. He's going to go into B. Pretty memorable, but not enough to be an A, because like these characters I think were just made, you know, like as like secondary characters before you reach the rockstar like characters in Pizza Sim. Right, okay. Now same with Orville Elephant. He's gonna go into B as well. I like his design. That's pretty much why. Okay, next is Ennard. He is going to be going into A, because he just had such a great design, such a great story. Just love everything about him. Such a cool character. Now we've got Phantom Freddy. He is going to go into A. I think he's a very cool character as well as the other Phantoms, but he's not as cool. I like Phantom BB more than him, I think, mainly because Phantom BB just shows up more than him, but still cool design, very memorable. I think that's the main thing I say about them. Now, Rockstar Foxy, he's gonna go into B. I like him a lot, but actually, do you know, we'll put him in A. We'll put him in A. I think he belongs in there now. It's actually 4 rows long, so yeah, it's gonna make it to 5, guys. Yeah, so we have Music Man, the original Music Man. He's gonna make it into A as well. Very creepy design. Really, just really creepy design. L Chip, he's going to be going into B. Actually, like him a lot. I think he's a cool character, especially the L Chip's like place in a security breach is really cool. Oh yeah, this is I forgot to say, yeah, this is now 5 rows long. Yeah, so we have got what's her name? We have got Rockstar Chica. She's gonna go into A because I think she's a pretty cool character. Sorry, Funtime Chica. I don't know why I called her Rockstar Chica. Yeah, Funtime Chica. Really cool character. I remember when she came out. It was really cool. Like Five Nights at Freddy's 6, because we were all wondering like, where is she? Like, why is there no Funtime Chica in Five Nights at Freddy's sister location? So yeah, it is really good to see that she did end up getting made. Now Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap is going into S tier. He is one of my favourite characters. I also have a figure of him, like a lot of characters actually. Yeah, I just love his design so much. He's so memorable from Five Nights at Freddy's VR, and I really hope he returns. Obviously, he has returned in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, you know, controlling the animatronics, but we don't see him. Like, I hope with Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted 2, he does make a return, but there's the possibility that it is a prequel to Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and to Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 1, so he might not return, but I just really hope he does. He's so cool. Next is Fredbear. Fredbear is gonna go into A because I really like his design, but he doesn't show up that much. But I just like his design. Not much to say about him. Next is Monty. He's also a really cool character. Yeah, I'm gonna put him into A as well. Just really memorable in Security Breach. One of my favorite things about Security Breach is like all the animatronics have their own personality, and Monty is obviously like anger issues, destroying everything, you know, like, and is really strong. So you know, he's a good fit. He's a good choice for it to be the person that destroys things. So yeah, great character going in. He's going into A. Now, Chaco Chica, which I was talking about ages ago in this video, she's gonna go into A as well, simply because I love her design, and I wish they showed the pumpkin cupcake. Actually, I just realized that the cupcake, Carl the Cupcake, isn't in this tier list at all, which is surprising. But yeah, so yeah, I really do like Jaco Chica's design, especially with her pumpkin as the stand-in for the cupcake. Really cool, because the pumpkin isn't a reskin. Jaco Chica is, but the pumpkin is a completely different thing to the cupcake. Yeah. Now the mini arenas, they're gonna go into B. Pretty cool, you know, like pretty basic design, but you know, I think they're better off that way. But yeah, pretty cool character. Now the Blob, a very confusing character. We don't know too much about what's going on with it, but I just really liked seeing pieces of old animatronics return in Security Breach. So yeah, definitely going into A. I was talking about this before. Hopefully Springtrap becomes part of like the Blob, or like I think if Springtrap were to return, he'll have an upgrade, and I think he'll take different pieces of things together, or he'll take the Blob. I think either one of those. I don't think he'll be the weak thing that limps about, because he's gonna be even weaker because he got attacked by the Blob at the end of Security Breach. He'll probably be like, you know, like no legs, just like crawling about, like trying to run after Cassie. Because I was gonna say Gregory, but then I remembered it is Cassie that we are going to be playing as. So yeah. Next is the vacuum cleaner guy. Forgot his name. He's gonna go into B. Just pretty funny, to be honest. Yeah, nothing much to say. Now Rockstar Bonnie. Actually a really cool design. I really liked when he came out. I think he's my favourite design out of the Rockstar animatronics, but it's really because Bonnie is one of my favourite characters. Now we're on to the last two, and we're going with a alright one. We've got another thing which has a face drawn onto it. Obviously these are part of Trash and the Gang, so obviously there's not going to be the highest quality animatronics because they're not animatronics. I mean, they're just pieces of stuff put together with a face drawn on it or some googly eyes. So yeah, just not great. Just very, funny. Obviously the characters were made for a joke. Scott wasn't like, thinking this is going to be the coolest animatronic ever, because it's not even an animatronic. It doesn't even move. Now you probably could tell because I did this with the other tier list, but I put Funtime Freddy at the end of the tier list because he is my favorite character, which I did that with Friends of Freddy's We Are Hit Wanted. I put that at the end. So yeah, Funtime Freddy is my favorite character. And I think I am actually going to move Bon Bon up to there as well with him, because technically they're the same character, but yeah. So I'm going to put Bon Bon and Freddy here, because technically they're part. I think of them as the same character, but they can split apart. So Freddy can shoot Bon Bon out of his hand, but they're still the same character, if that makes sense. They're joined together, but Bon Bon can leave. You might not agree with me, but I mean it's mainly Funtime Freddy, but Bon Bon is also just really cool. So yeah, Funtime Freddy has just always been my favorite character. He's just so cool. Everything about his design, his voice, obviously Kellen Goff is the one that voices him, who also voices the Sun, Glamrock Freddy, and the Moon in Security Breach. So he voices 4 characters in the Finance of Freddy's in the Finance of Freddy's series, and he'll be voicing the Sun and the Moon guy. Some people like to call them Eclipse, which I really like that name. And if Glamrock Freddy isn't destroyed enough to have a voice, hopefully he will be voicing them again, because I mean if they do have a voice, obviously he'll be the one to voice them, probably. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, this has been my Finance of Freddy's character tier list. Yeah, I'm gonna these numbers to really see Alright guys, this is the new updated version. So I have added 5 new characters to S tier. We have the toy animatronics, because well, I mean they're just they're so nostalgic to me. From seeing them, they were the first Finance of Freddy's characters for me to ever see. Obviously, I think I did see some Finance of Freddy's 1 stuff when that game came out, but it was mainly Finance of Freddy's 2 that got me into this game. So these original 3 characters are just so memorable for me. And Jacko Bonnie is just one of the coolest designs I think there's ever been. He's just so cool, and I think really underrated, because people just think of him as a simple reskin, but I think he is really cool. And I think he deserves to be liked a lot more than he does, because people seem to really not like him just because he's a reskin. But I think he should definitely have a lot more, I think he should definitely be looked at, a lot more, because he's just really cool. But then also I do really like pumpkins. Then Mangle is obviously same with Finance of Freddy's 2 and stuff, one of the most memorable characters and very creepy. Just super cool characters. I've added some more to A, but it doesn't really matter, and I've changed some around here. But it doesn't really matter. More about what has happened in S. So this has been my Finance of Freddy's character tier list. I did take a little break, especially when I've changed the characters around. So it's nearly half an hour. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to put the tier list back on. Leave a comment on who your favorite character is, because I said in the other one to leave a comment saying what you think about what I like if you agree with some of the opinions I made. But if you were to leave a comment on some of the on what you think about my opinions, you'd be writing a pretty long comment, because there is a lot of characters. So yeah, just write a comment on what your favorite character is, and please subscribe to help me get to 40 subscribers. I will be doing a 5 Nights at Fridays Bone Lab video, and I'll get a bunch of 5 Nights at Fridays mods, and I'll put them into Bone Lab, and we'll do a big long video because there's so much mods. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you in Ruin.